This is the MonDak OilField Review with host Jason Spiess.
My name is Jason Spiess, and this is the MonDak OilField Review heard in the Crude Life Media Network. Today we talk with Charles Ohlson of Whiting Petroleum about the technique known as ReFracs. Companies in the Bakken region have been refracking since 2004, and while the technique is nothing new in itself, the trend is once again on an uptick, and more companies are starting to take notice. In just a moment, Charles Ohlson with Whiting Petroleum and part 2 of a 5-part very special series on ReFracs in the Bakken, right here on the MonDak OilField Review. Over the past few months, I've told you about how unbelievable hatch coaching is. Well, don't just take my word for it. Listen to what Greg Tavine of Emerging Prairies has to say about hatch coaching.
I got to watch him give a talk at TEDx Brookings, and I saw him come into his own where he shared uncomfortable things from his past in a way that created a teaching environment. And Eric's somebody that could easily lead with all he's accomplished, and it's a long list.
To find out more information about hatch coaching or to have Eric Hatch come to your company or event, visit coachingwithhatch.com. That's coachingwithhatch.com. Welcome back to the MonDak OilField Review, heard in the Crude Life Media Network. My name is Jason Spiess. Up next, Charles Ohlson with Whiting Petroleum and part 2 of a 5-part series on ReFracs in the Bakken. Whether it's location, because I understand everyone is different, but as the technology advances, you're going to see more of these ReFracs happen because that's kind of the longevity of the play. Am I kind of reading these tea leaves right?
You know, those are interesting comments, and I think you hit the nail on the head. Certainly, the percentages you threw out kind of ring a bell in terms of accuracy. I won't comment on them so much as I will just the general philosophy is, again, we're through fracking technology, we're seeing better and better results on newly completed wells, and we've recognized that we can go back to these older wells, apply a lot of those same learnings to ReFracs, and certainly increase the reserves that we draw out of these older wells. And the real interesting thing about the ReFracs is it's a very general term. What we're finding now is there are many ways to rework these wells that sort of fall into that general category, and it's starting to feel like all these subcategories are catching a lot of interest and yielding more and more opportunity, under the general umbrella of ReFrac.
Once again, that was Charles Ohlson with Whiting Petroleum and part 2 of a 5-part series on ReFracs in the Bakken. To listen to the full-length interview with Charles Ohlson or to follow this series on ReFracs, visit our website, thecrudelife.com. That's thecrudelife.com. The MonDak OilField Review is part of the Crude Life Media Network. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and all those links can be found at thecrudelife.com. From the staff of the MonDak OilField Review, my name is Jason Spiess, asking you to be happy, be safe, and keep it turning to the right.